I'm not going to blame Marvel, and I'm not going to blame DC. I'm not blaming Kevin Feige's stress wrinkles or James Gunn's Twitter account. No, no, no. I'm going to be blaming you.
It's you! It's you!
Yeah.
Yes, you. You comic book fans. Because let's be honest for a minute, superhero movies aren't dying because of bad writing or superhero fatigue. They're dying because comic book fans have become the equivalent of someone who orders a $2 burger from McDonald's and expects Gordon Ramsay to personally season it himself. So let's get into that a little bit. So fans talk like comic stories. They talk about these stories like they're flawless masterpieces. Like, brother, comics have King getting beaten by ants, Batman surviving multiple explosions point blank, like it's some video game of Call of Duty and the grenade's like just a couple feet away from you. Spider-Man fighting a guy whose entire theme is being a human rhino. And, like things like Superman dying from being punched too hard by Doomsday. But Marvel puts one weird CGI shot in a trailer and suddenly the fandom activates like a terrorist threat level alert. So here's a couple examples. Or actually, I could really just think of like one. So people paused the Quantumania trailers back in the day when that movie came out, frame by frame. Like, MODOK looks like Humpty Dumpty with Wi-Fi. Yes, he does. And it's accurate. This man is literally a giant floating head in a big baby chair. I mean, what do you expect? Thanos level intimidation? Like, let's be real now. So, fans like to break down every leaked image like they're CSI investigators. A blurry photo drops, and all of a sudden it's, oh my god, that's obviously Dr. Doom's shin hair in the background. Can't you see? You'll see people writing 30-page breakdown essays based on a reflection from a stuntman's elbow. Then when the movie releases, it's mid. I predicted everything. I knew all along. You guys didn't know what you're talking about. I was there. I knew this whole thing. Like, yeah, dude, because you watched 47 leaked videos before the movie even hit IMAX, for God's sake. So, people saw Spider-Man No Way Home like 6 months before it even dropped. Not because Marvel told us, because fans were out here comparing brick patterns on set like they were forensic architects. So, comic book fans act like they're done with the genre. I'm tired of Marvel. They fell off. But then they'll also buy tickets opening night. Premium seat, popcorn combo, 3D, IMAX, big comfy chairs, themed drinks, themed foods. And then they wind up spending a ton of money in the process too. So, I mean, Marvel could release a movie called Ant-Man Goes Grocery Shopping, and the fandom would still fight over it. So, like, everybody trashed Captain Marvel for years, and it still made billions of dollars. Like, I don't understand it. The math ain't mathing here, and something's a bit off with that. So, and I've said this for a long time now, is that no fandom fights like comic book fans. And God almighty, don't get me started with Spider-Man Twitter. My God, they absolutely freaking either love that character, they'll defend everything, or they will straight up just shit on it every point they get. So, Marvel versus DC should be listed as a national conflict at this point. People will write essays like, actually, if you compare the cinematography of Zack Snyder's Justice League to Thor, Love and Thunder, stop! Go touch some grass. Water a plant. I mean, one guy on Twitter said, like, I can't even say his name. Robert Pattinson's Batman, he liked him more than Christian Bale. He got 12 death threats and a paragraph-long message explaining, you clearly don't understand Batman's psychological mythos. These people are unhinged. Like, dude, it's a movie about a man dressed as a bat. And fans contradict themselves more than time travel plots. So they always say stuff like, we want new characters. Studio will then introduce a new character. Then the fans hit back with, no, not those new characters, ew. Fans want comic accuracy. Studios make something comic accurate, and the fans will sit there and say that it's cringe and they want it to be changed. So, like She-Hulk twerking one time, and the fandom acted like Disney burned down the Vatican. But these same fans read comics where Deadpool will dance in a thong, Spider-Man turns into a giant spider, Batman fights a T-Rex in the Batcave. Comic accuracy is only good when they're in the mood for it. So, and older superhero movies were not perfect either. I mean, fans always say, like, back in my day, superhero films were peak cinema. So you mean like Green Lantern with the PlayStation 2 suit? X-Men The Last Stand where they fucking killed Cyclops off screen? Spider-Man 3 where emo Toby just started dancing like a divorced dad on karaoke night? We only remember the good ones. I mean, some people now say Daredevil from 2003 is underrated. Like, what? Bro, the playground fight alone disqualifies that movie from even being a human memory at this point. And studios will announce a project and immediately fans go, they'll say that's trash, or no one asked for this, it's dead on arrival, cancel it, recast everyone, fire the entire studio. The movie could be literally just a logo, and fans are already making 30-minute breakdown titles saying stuff like, here's why this movie will fail. So, like, for example, Fantastic Four hasn't even released. Not a trailer, not a clip, not even a sneeze. Yet fans already decided that Kang, Doom, Silver Surfer, Reed, and the dishwasher robot will all be mishandled. It's every time, and it's so insane. So fans have created a checklist so strict that even God couldn't direct a perfect movie for these people. So here's the rules. It must be lighthearted, but also dark, comic accurate, but also original, nostalgic, but also fresh, long, but not too long, funny, but not MCU funny, serious, but not DC serious, multiverse that's just not too multiversal, one cameo, but not a Disney cameo spam, action-packed, but also character-driven, rated R, but not like, that kind of R. Bro, these requirements sound like a hostage negotiation. And superhero movies aren't dying because studios forgot how to make movies. They're dying because the fans forgot how to enjoy them. We've become overcritical, overinformed, overly connected to these movies, overreactive, and overwhelmingly impossible to please as well. Studios are just very scared to take a risk at this point because the fans will riot over just a poster font. We've accidentally turned a fun genre into a war zone of nitpicks and negativity. And until the fandom just chills just for like 5 minutes, these superheroes and these movies are going to keep suffering. And it's not just because they're bad movies, it's because everybody's really got bad attitudes about them. So, honestly, that's just me ranting for a little bit about this. And what did you think? I mean, has there been a movie that people really just shit on for no good reason that you really enjoyed? Go ahead and leave a like, leave me a comment, explain which movie you felt that way about, and hit the subscribe button if you want to hear me bitch and rant about more things. And until next time, I will see you on the next video.